This is the Fundie News with your host, Jesus fucking Christ. In our first story tonight, televangelist Pat Robertson, who was missing for 3 days, has been found. He was discovered inside an abandoned refrigerator by a group of children this afternoon. Robertson had apparently locked himself inside the refrigerator accidentally. In order to survive, Robertson resorted to consuming both of his own feet. Whether or not this will have an effect on Robertson's ability to leg press 2,000 pounds remains to be seen. In an effort to boost low approval ratings, President George W. Bush has changed his name. The president has had his name officially changed to John Wayne Gacy and will be wearing a clown suit in all public appearances. The president's father, George Bush Sr., stated that he is very proud of his son for going through with the change in name and attire, and added that he wished he had thought of it years ago. "If I had thought of doing the same thing back in '92, the older Bush said, I would have been re-elected. Whether or not this will have a positive effect on Gacy's approval ratings remains to be seen. In other news, Dr. James Dobson is so proud of being a dipshit, he had the word dipshit tattooed on his forehead. Dobson was criticized for getting the P backwards, but in Dobson's defense, the Reverend Jerry Falwell stated that the tattoo was a godly thing to do and demonstrates Dobson's dedication to Christianity. Falwell stated, "So he got the P backwards, but it's very difficult to apply a tattoo to your own forehead while looking in a mirror." Falwell went on to say how the liberal media is biased and criticism of Dobson's tattoo is evidence of persecution of Christians by the evil secular humanists. And what's going on with Ted Haggard these days? After his miraculous exorcism of the evil homosexual demon, he has teamed up with another well-known pastor, Fred Phelps. Haggard and Phelps have made a record album together. It's called "And I Thought of You" by Phelps and Haggard. This fine piece of music is also available on 8-track tape. And that concludes this edition of the Fundie News with your host, Jesus fucking Christ.